Yo, hi everybody. Welcome to chapter 3 of T's Kitchen Chronicles. It's your boy Big T in the building, back in the kitchen. And first off, want to just say thank you for everyone who watched chapter 2. Had some great reviews, some great comments, some great feedback from loads of people coming back. Thank you very much. Please keep those comments coming. Comment below. If you have any comments, please subscribe. Let's get some more people going thing, and please share as well to as many people as you can on this one. Now, before I jump into chapter 3 today, I just want to say, chapter 2 had a lot of personal points about me, and going forward, there's going to be a lot of personal points about myself, my life, how I grew up, and I mean, no offense to anybody. I'm doing this out of love, because I want to show the love to everybody. And so, but in saying that, let's jump into chapter 3. Chapter 3 is something that's really dear to me, something that I figured out after a long time, something that sort of wasn't part of what I figured in myself at an early stage of being a man, of being a young adult, and sort of later on as I'm coming towards this time of my life, I've sort of gathering what that means a lot more, and I think I'm at that sort of stage now that I'm able to share that really, and bring some more clarity to it. As Einstein said, if I can't explain something simply, or if you can't explain something simply, you simply don't understand it. So I'd rather, I think I'm at that stage where I can explain it to the best of my ability in the right way, and it's properly perceived. And chapter 3 is about know your self-worth. Well, what is my worth? What are you worth? Now, I look at we watch TV a lot, and growing up we used to watch TV a lot, and a lot of the TV we watched was sort of America, Hollywood TV, and it gave you ideas of what the world is going to be like when you grow up, what it's like when you grow up, and especially when it comes to work. What is work? What is your contribution to society going to be like? And a lot of those sort of molded what people became, how we all went to. So I mean, the whole theme, obviously from before, obviously, doctors are highly regarded. How many times you hear that, people want people to go into like social services, like being firemen, police. You hear that, there's kids, you see them on TV, you see those TV shows or show and tell. I used to say, I want to be a fireman. I want to be, being an African, we didn't know that. We didn't get that. So, but you always just thought of all of these things, you're going to make it, you're going to do something. But one thing that was really constant in seeing that and what I thought was, is that what you're worth to wherever you're working, whatever company you're working for, is down to someone else. Someone else kind of has to tell you what you're worth, and that was the belief in it. So when I started working, I was I think I was 19. I was still 19 or 20, and I started working for a mobile phone shop at the time. I won't disclose what it is because legally I'm probably not allowed to. But and it was one of those things. I was so happy that I got this job, and and at every point, every turning, when I always thought that. I remember looking back and looking at myself going, I'm so blessed to have this job, because you've gone through those interview processes and someone is telling you, no, you're not good enough to work for us, because it's a person's decision. That was the perception. That's the perception, and a lot of the time, and this is one part of it, is a lot of the time you get people say you don't have enough experience, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to get experience when no one's giving me a job? And that's where I think it sort of blends into that, where you actually know, so what is my worth? My worth is now determined. What sort of job can I get right now is determined by what someone else thinks. And when we then get the job, we're so happy, we're so like elated that we don't even like think twice. We don't even look back and go, wait a minute, is this going to be the right paying job? And I mean, can I negotiate on salary or anything? We don't think of that because, well, we've just gone through this vigorous process of trying to impress someone to say that I am actually, yes, I'm worth it. Yes, I'm worth it. I'm worth for you to invest that investment in me coming to work for you or work for this company and do this. And, you need to approve. We need that approval. What I learned after a while is that, when you've got, for those who know me, they know when I'm fed up with a job, or not a job, I love my career is in one thing, but when I'm fed up with one place and they're not appreciating my worth in that company, I'm quick to say, I'm out, deuces. There are other places I can go where my talents, where my worth can be fully appreciated. Maybe it won't last the same length of time, normally about a couple of years, and then they get complacent. They think, okay, I'm just like everybody else. But one thing I've always said is I'm never afraid to say I can go elsewhere, because I know, I understand that my experience and my mental capacity is worth more to them than them just giving me a paycheck is worth to me. If you please, I hope everyone can get my context in that, because your labor is your labor, your expertise, your brain function, your hands, your hard work is going into creating more money for somebody else, and then in return for that, they pay you a wage. We get money to then live and do what we want. So I think that relationship is a 50-50 relationship. Sometimes we see it as it's like a 70-30 relationship where the 70% is, oh, they're paying you, they've given you the job, so, and they can take it away from you. That's what I thought at a young age. I thought a manager can just walk up and go, you're fired. You see that on TV all the time. You're fired. But I have never seen that. You have to, as someone in upper management myself, I've gone through HR, then I have to give performance reviews, then we have to have some sort of warning. So, to be just fired, you have to do something really, really dumb. Or you're working for such a small company that they can do so, but they still have to pay you a month's wage. So, they might as well give you a notice period or something like that. Yes, the other companies say, oh, you've got 2 weeks. Fair enough, they can do that. But it gives you an opportunity. They can still go pay you for the time served. And but if you know your worth, you can say, okay, I can go. But that fear, I believe, needs to be gone, because this relationship is 50-50. But if you know that, listen, to yourself, if you tell yourself, listen, my man, I know this is what I'm worth right now. I am worth as much as what they're giving me. At this point in time, if I walk out now, it hurts them as much as it will hurt me if they tell me to walk out now. So in basically the basis of this is that we all need to understand, and we need to tell each other that, listen, your worth is valuable, regardless of what you might want to believe, or what others want you to believe, or what the employers want you to believe. Obviously, they want you to stay in line. It's that sort of like classroom mentality. It's that sort of industrial revolution mentality, where it's like, right, okay, the world's changing. Yes, it is, but my skills and experience are invaluable, because if you find someone with the same experience as I have, you still have to train them up. You still have to start from scratch, and then there's that loss that comes in with it from there. In my trade, the motor trade, they'll say, I'll find somebody tomorrow. Yes, they will do. But is that someone from the same motor company? Are they using the same processes? Are they going to be, are they going to have the same clientele that you have? Because as soon as you leave, they're going to have to start creating those new relationships with clients that you already have, that you've got, that you've left with them. Yeah, they say it's our clients, but the reality is you're the person, your expertise, your experience has created those relationships with those clients that keep coming back, that keep buying, that keep going. So what happens if they go? What happens if you go? They can't just replace you. They think they can just replace you, but that person needs to take a while. Now, the same time as you have, whereas at this point in time, you're more valuable as an experienced member of staff. Now, I say this to my wife, I say this to my siblings. I say, listen, you know your worth, because you know what you've gone through. You've gone through university, you've gone to studies, you've done it, and Every time you get that promotion or that pay rise, you deserve it. It's not a gift. It's not a now you owe us. No, it is right for services earned. You for what your service is worth is X. And if you feel it's more, there's no reason why you can't move and go to the next place who is going to take and give you more, because that is what you're worth. And we need to realize that and recognize that as people, and especially for the young, we need to let them know that yes, and it's tough, and I know over the time you're going to have rejection to rejection after rejection. You'll finish uni, and they're going to lie to you and say, as soon as you finish and you get your one, you get a 2-1, we'll give you a job. But we all know what happens. They either give you a low-paying job and low salary, and you're thinking, oh, this is all I'm worth after all of this. No, it's not. It's not in the terms of that's not your full potential. It is in the sense of that at that point in time, with the experience that you have, even with the education you've got, that's what you're worth. But you then work up as you do better, as you get more experience, then it works you up. But you are worth that. So it means that you can't diminish yourself or let someone tell you that you're worth less just because they control a piece of paper that you signed months or years ago to say, yes, I'm now employed. Because let's be honest, the people who are signing off your check are not your manager in your store. They are your HR department who's been told that, yes, you've worked these hours, regardless of how you've worked them, or were you happy when you walked in, or was the person you're working with happy that you're there in the same shift as you are. That has no relevance. You are who you are worth, what the hours you put in, what the work you put in, what it is that you bring into that company to create them revenue, and in turn they will barter you back with a certain amount of money each month, each week, each day, hourly wage, what have you. And we need to understand that. It's something that I've spoken to enough people, a lot of people about, and I think it seems like not enough people grasp this a lot, and it seems I wasn't the only one, about 7 years ago or 8 years ago now, that, if I move, if I don't feel that they are appreciating my worth, I can go somewhere else. And I found that, I've worked for 4 different companies in the past 9 years. The first one that gave me an opportunity, yes, I was there with them for the longest. And until I realized, okay, if I go somewhere else, they're actually seeing that this person's experience, I can do this. And you're worth this. And I went into the next one, into the next one, into the next one, until where I'm at now. I'm not saying there may not be a next one, or there will definitely be a next one. I am just saying that to me, what secures my bag is what I said in chapter 2. Needs to understand that this is what I'm worth, and if I understand it, I'm content as to where they want me to be. And if I understand that, I can work to go to the next level. If you understand that, okay, this is where I'm worth right now. We're the 50-50 right now. I believe this is quite fair. Right, I want to go to the next level. I want their contribution to me to be higher. So I need to do what do I need to do to be worth that? And then we move on, and then we climb, and that's how we climb the ladder. Because if you are blind into what they're saying, and they're just telling you, because I was watching a show this evening where guys, I'm going to go for that big promotion. What does that mean? Yeah, what does that mean? What have you had to do? I'm going for I don't know if the boss is going to give me that big promotion. Dude walks into the office, instead of getting a promotion, gets fired on the spot. What are you talking about? But that's the perception that when I'm watching the same show with my kids, or when they're teenagers and watching the same stuff, that will be their perception. I need to be able to tell them that that's wrong. You need to be able to understand that, okay, do you believe you're worth that? Okay, fair enough. They can't just tell you to walk out unless you've done something really wrong. On top of it as well, if you can see that they can appreciate it, what's wrong with you looking elsewhere? There is a whole industry of headhunters looking for people and moving them from one place to another, because another company will be looking for their expertise. We just don't find ourselves in that sort of scenario a lot of the times, and we need to understand that. So I know that today's one is a bit short and it's probably a bit repetitive, but I think it's a very important point for us to know and for us to understand and for us to just keep with each other and to tell each other that, you know what, understand your worth, know your worth, because I think that is very important, and it will just make you grow as an individual, grow as a member of the public, and grow as part of this someone who's contributing to society and going forward. And as you know that, as we know that, we can grow together, and then we won't have false dreams, and we won't have false failures. We'll actually have real goals, real achievements, real accomplishments, and hopefully no failures, because we know what we need to do to get next. So this has been your boy Big T, back again soon with a chapter 4, which is going to be a big one. But thank you for listening. Please don't forget, subscribe, share, like, please comment, and we'll see you next time. Peace.